Marvel Studios juggling 30 plus projects. HBO Max rushed its day and date release. And Lucy Lawless was going to be in Star Wars. Who would have thought? Let's talk about it. Welcome to the house. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is Wednesday. Wednesday, man. Blues News. Appreciate everybody joining in and watching this one. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's just hop right on into it, man. Marvel Studios, they juggling 30 projects or something like that. It's wild, right? Marvel Studios got a lot on their plate. They got the What If series that's ongoing right now. We're going into phase 4 of the Marvel universe right now. And it's just crazy, man. You know, they've always been an overachiever in business. Marvel has. They built a connected universe on the silver screen, and they also decided to expand it out on Disney Plus. We know that, right? So recently, they ventured into this animation, into the animation department and everything like that, adding new talent, stuff like that. I'm not too big on what they're doing on the animation right now, but that's neither here nor there. They gave Victoria Alonso, who has been with the company since it started back in 2008. They gave her a promotion. And in an interview with 221 Radio, she offered some insight on the current schedule. Which was brought to the attention through Discord. So while discussing her time at Marvel's set, and lunch with Salma Hayek, she also offered a small window on just how many projects are currently in development over at Marvel Studios. The interviewer asked if they were working on projects, and she said if they was working on 35 projects. Victoria Alonso corrected them and gave the actual number, you know what I'm saying? But just saying some things like, you know what I'm saying, not all of them makes it out. So this is what she said. She said, we are currently working on 31 projects. Don't add 4 more, please. It's a question about how we are handling multiple plates in the air at the same time. And the biggest thing is that sometimes the plates fall. And, you know, what are you going to do then? We want people to understand that the idea that we have to tell these connected stories, it is important that the world knows that the characters we create, the stories we have, and how they have to do with humans interacting with each other. So that number makes sense. It's 7 films in production right now, confirmed. She also highlighted that some might not make it out of a certain stage in development, that it's in development. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to think how many projects they're currently working on. My issue with this is I think they're being stretched thin. The multiverse thing is dope. It's a real smooth, real dope concept, but it also opens up the door to me for lazy writing. It opens up the door for lazy writing to me. And I could be on my own, but that's why I'm not necessarily feeling this What If. I feel it's lazy. I feel that they're throwing stories out that anybody could come up with, but it has nothing to do with what the rules of engagement that they gave us. That's what it is. Has nothing to do with the rules of engagement that they gave us. But that's neither here nor there. Marvel, keep doing your thing, man. Like I said, I hope for success. I'm a big Marvel fan. Anybody who knows me know that I love Marvel. But you gotta represent. You gotta give you know what I'm saying. You gotta get me right. Stay on track right now. I feel like the train or the bus or whatever ain't gonna make it to that destination. That's what it feels like for me. Feels like they're not gonna make it to said destination, but I hope they do, man. Come on, Marvel, stick with it. All right, people. Up next we have HBO Max. Now this is a dope story, to me at least, because I thought the HBO Max thing, the day and date thing, made sense, especially with, you know, beginning of the pandemic. Now, it might not necessarily make sense to continue it, but they already came out and said we're doing it for the full year, so they are honoring their word. So I give them major kudos for this, man. HBO Max is honoring their word, but it's saying that HBO Max day and date plan was rushed and admits the Warner Media CEO. So Jason Kilar is cleaning up the mess that and making good on their deals and securing working relationships with the filmmakers. December 3rd, 2020 was the day producers, directors, stars, along with their reps, woke up to find out that their movies were going straight to HBO Max. I don't know if y'all remember this, but it was a big stink. Filmmakers such as Christopher Nolan, he said some of our industry's biggest filmmakers and most important movie stars went to bed at night before thinking they were working for the greatest movie studio, and woke up to find out woke up to find out that they were working for the worst streaming service. That's crazy, right? It was the day that Warner Media announced that their 17 film slate for this year, which included tentpole films like The Suicide Squad, Doom, Godzilla vs. Kong, would all be going straight to HBO Max with the 1 month window that began the same day as the film's theatrical release. So yesterday, at the Vox Media's Code Conference, Jason Kilar said he rushed that decision to put that 2021 film slate on HBO Max, and should have taken the better part of a month to speak with more than 170 individuals impacted by the day and date shift. Quote, he says, "I will be the first one to say, and the responsibility rests on my shoulders, that in hindsight, we should have taken the better part of the month to have over 170 conversations, which is the number of participants that are in our 2021 film slate. We tried to do that in a compressed period of time, less than a week, because of course, there was going to be leaks. There was going to be everybody optioning on whether we should do this or not." That quote right there is Jason Kilar. You know what I'm saying? It's dope that he's coming in and saying that he's taking responsibility for that. So I'm gonna give him kudos on that. But I never really saw an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. To continue reading, it says, in the midst of Warner trying to make this situation that cost 170 filmmakers millions, Christopher Nolan opened Warner Brothers had an incredible machine for getting the filmmakers' work out everywhere, both in theaters and in homes, and they are dismantling it as we speak. They don't even understand that they're losing. Their decision makes no economic sense, and even the most casual Wall Street investor can see the difference between disruption and dysfunction. I didn't necessarily agree with Christopher Nolan, but I'm not a filmmaker neither. I think it served its purpose. It could have been rolled out better. They should have talked to these producers, these filmmakers, directors, and actors, and did it a little bit better. But I think it made massive economical sense. Here I have this streaming service that I'm trying to get online and get some people to subscribe to, which is in HBO Max. I have this slate of films that I'm just sitting on and I can't really release for the year, right? Boom. Perfect. You know, to me, it's a match made in heaven. We didn't have theaters at the moment. I'm sitting on these movies and it's just costing me money. Why would I not release them and try to get some HBO Max subscribers and also try to make some money in the theaters? So it all came crashing down for filmmakers like Patty Jenkins. She spoke out. I don't know why we're talking about taking exclusive theatrical windows away. One studio should plant a flag and make a huge commitment to the theatrical experience, and the filmmakers will go there. Look, I really don't know what to tell you, man. There was a financial impact, especially with Patty Jenkins and her Wonder Woman movie. It grossed 166 million worldwide amid the pandemic, while 2017's Wonder Woman grossed 821 million. So it's a vast difference. But we were dealing with the pandemic, everything being shut down, no movie theaters being open. So you know what I'm saying? That's a vast difference. You know what I'm saying? Kilar concluded saying, "We said from the start that we we're going to treat every single film as a blockbuster from an economic perspective. For participants, that we are going to be fair and generous. We're going to do the right thing. The good news is we did, and we worked our tail ends off to do that, and now we're in a very good situation." So as far as making things right financially for the 170 individuals, the cost of their decision will put them at a north of 18 billion both this year and next year. So basically, Kilar is saying we did the right thing. Yeah, it rolled out ugly. It was an ugly rollout, but we went to all the producers, the directors, and everybody involved, 170 individuals involved, and we tried our best to make things right. As far as giving them, whether it was money right now, money on the back end, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They did their best job to make it right. So I really don't have no issue with this day and date. I benefited from it, me as a consumer. Um, Matter of fact, I think we all benefited from it. Yeah, we didn't have the big theater experience, which we are getting now, because now with theaters opening up, you have that option to go and watch these movies in the theaters. So I really don't see an issue with it. So, but let's finish it. You know what I'm saying? Let's finish off this year strong. What we got 2 more months left, October, November, this year. Yep, we got 3 more months left. 3 more months left, HBO. 3 more months left, Warner Brothers. Let's finish it off strong, man. Let's give us something to talk about. Because right now, mediocrity, man. Mediocrity. All right. Up next. Now, this is some dope news, I guess. Lucy Lawless said that she was possibly going to end up being in the Star Wars universe. You know what I'm saying? But because of the certain fan casting, she might have lost that opportunity. It says Gina Carano, Mandalorian fallout indirectly killed planned Lucy Lawless Star Wars project. Lucy Lawless says fans pushing her to replace Gina Carano in The Mandalorian may have hurt her own planned Star Wars project. We all know Lucy Lawless from being Xena, the warrior princess. Uh, that's what she's best known for. She was also in Spartacus. You know what I'm saying? She did her thing there. Still, to me, looks phenomenal. Seems like she can still go out there and do what she does. So I can see her being in some kind of Star Wars project, doing some kind of action roles. She said, well, to be honest with you, I was already in discussions about something on. It wasn't The Mandalorian, but it was something Star Wars affiliated. This is what she told Metro.co.uk, reflecting on how fans were pushing for her to replace Gina Carano as Cara Dune. She said, it might have hurt me in some way because they didn't hire me because it was seen to be pandering. Uh, I'm just guessing here. I don't know anything, but in some ways it can be helpful because if they pander to this fan group, then how are you going to pander to every other fan group? Do you know what I mean? So basically, she's saying that the fans hurt her. You know what I'm saying? She said I became political and had nothing to do with the situation. But that's the way the world is, and they meant it out of love. And I thank the fans for their fealty to me. I haven't thought about that since, so it hasn't given me any pain. But that was my thought at the time. Like, oh, this makes me look like a political appointment and not an actress. So I get where she's coming from. She's saying, you know what I'm saying? I just came here. I'm just trying to act, do a job. And because of Gina Carano's and that whole situation is being politicized, and it's kind of a me versus her type situation. You know, back in February, you had the fire Gina Carano thing trending on Twitter because of what certain posts that she shared. I'm not gonna really get into all of that. But after that, she was no longer employed. Even the Lucasfilm producer came out and said Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Uh, so, but rumors are coming out and saying that she might show back up, if not in this season, but the next season of Mandalorian. Maybe the fences are being mended. Maybe they can get some things going on. But I would have liked to see Lucy Lawless show up in the Star Wars universe. I think that would be dope. So hell, Lucasfilms, let's get her in there, man. Let's get Lucy Lawless into Star Wars. It seems like she would want to be in that. Let's put her in there. Give her something, man. Make her a Jedi. You know what? Make her a Sith. Make her a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? We got enough Jedis. Give me a dope Sith with Lucy Lawless. I think that'll work. Let's do that, man. Let's do that. But yeah, that's it for the news for today. And that is my time. I really, love doing this for y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, do everything that needs to be done. If you want to donate, you can hit the Cash App. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at blues_house_live. That's BLUS_house_live on Instagram. Yeah, man. You know what it is. You ain't got to go home, but you got to move and get the hell on up out of here. Uh, see you next time, man. See you tomorrow. Peace.